Yeah, really happy for this team that just keeps finding a way to get better and grow a little bit. It wasn't a really pretty game, but we faced adversity. We didn't lead the game for a long time. We trailed. They made some big plays, and our team hung in there, and that was really nice to see. Our last couple wins, we've kind of been playing in front. We lost the lead a little bit, but we've been playing, in front a little bit. It was nice today to see us be able to come back when we're down and not hang our heads and just build on the things we've been doing. So it's nice, but it's no rest for the weary. We got to rest up tonight and get right back in it tomorrow as we get ready for a big Martin Luther King Day game against St. Joe's.
Question for Gabby. Gabby, season high 17 points. Something that you haven't done for this team before. Obviously, you've been putting in efforts, but this just has been your best game this season. What was your mindset coming into tonight?
I think that my teammates really believed in me, but it's also just knowing that my next shot, regardless if I make the first one or not, it's gonna go in. My coaches had confidence in me, and I had to have confidence in myself. So.
What was the difference between this game and the St. Bonnie's game? I mean, a bit closer, but you guys were able to pull away for this game. What was the difference between those two games, if you think?
I think, Coach, like he said in the huddle, we didn't really have moments in our defense where in the buzz that were successful, but I thought today that brought us a little bit of a spark, and we were able to turn that defense and that pressure into some offensive run as well.
Now, I'm even going to go back further, Gabby, to the Mason game. Really tough way to open out, the A-10 conference play. How has your team progressed? What was that, 3 games ago? How's your team progressed over, 3 games, and you getting more involved as well?
I think, as we have so many games, you can't keep looking in the past like it's one game, and you have to keep your head up and take a learning point from each game and move forward from that. So it was tough, but keep confident and know that the next opponent is different than the last one. So.
Speaking of the next opponent, you're playing St. Joe's, one of the best teams in the conference, men's and women's basketball. What are you expecting, and how are you guys, preparing for a tough matchup? I mean, obviously, Coach Mountain, prepared you guys well. How are you preparing for that match coming up?
Just to be us. They're a great team, but when we focus on us and we're locked in together, we're able to see some good things. So.
Coach MacGillivray, finally, the 8-game losing streak is over, and you've now entered a 3-game winning streak. What was your thought, or what is your thought of how the team's progressed from the Mason game where that last loss occurred?
Davidson after Mason.
Davidson.
I mean, let's be honest. Mason has proven to blow out everybody else in the league since that first game. So apparently they're pretty good, and and Davidson came into that game 10-1. And these last 3 games, we've played teams who've had similar records to ours. And those are the games when you're growing and you're building, you gotta win. You gotta go out and play those teams. It gives you confidence, it gives you extra life. And we're also starting to see that everybody on the court for us knows that we've got multiple kids who can get into double figures every night. And 4 tonight, it was 4 in the Bonnie's game, and it's different players. And that's exciting to see because we haven't had multiple kids, feeling good about their game, but now we are. Now we have a bunch of kids who are starting now it's my turn. And that's the basketball that I want to coach. It's, next man up. It's a team game. It's not one person taking all the shots, and I'm really enjoying the way they've been able to play through these 3 games. And now we got another test. I thought we acquitted ourselves really well against Davidson. It ended up being a bigger spread at the end, but we made them sweat. 2-point game in the 3rd quarter, and we've had some success against St. Joe's in the past. Looking forward to Monday.
Coach MacGillivray, Molly Massantonio is a player who she admitted last season she was a past first point guard, and then this season she's been a little bit more aggressive, but she kind of had a slow start to being aggressive, if you will. How, and speaking of Davidson, she had 19 points there. How would she, become more aggressive, in your opinion? Because she has been scoring a little bit more.
Well, maybe the voice that she's constantly heard over the last 3 years yelling at her to shoot the ball is finally sunk in. That's going to be my guess. But, Molly's a scorer. She always has been. but she kind of took a back seat with her role as a point guard, surrounded by other kids who like to shoot the ball. And she knows that we need her to be one of our weapons, and she has been. But so is Michaela Miller and Nicole and Gabby and Tiara the other night, and Jolene. Like, it's been fun seeing this group start to put it together.
I was just going to mention Michaela. I mean, she's season highs 19 and then or 23, then 19. Really scoring, really finding herself in this league. But she's sitting right now. How do you feel about her minutes and where she's at? Is this where she'll progress for the season, or do you think we can see her in the lineup again?
Can you repeat that?
Do you think we'll see her in the lineup again?
Michaela Miller?
Yeah.
I mean, she played 23 minutes. She was certainly in the lineup all game. As you watch, Michaela's always going to be on the floor when it matters for us. If we're going 5-5, she's captain in that second group. But there's if we're suffering injuries, she's going to be back there because she's playing at that level. 6 assists tonight. I think that's probably her season high. That was nice to see. She found Gabby in the corner a couple times. That was really nice.
Coach, last question. And last question for you as well, Gabby. What do you think was the best part about tonight? Obviously Gabby had career high 17, and then you were able to have some resilience later on in the game. What was the best part about tonight?
Okay.
Was it for me or her? I mean, or both.
Okay. I like that we started out slow, but we didn't really let that affect us. Kind of kept it balanced all game, and then at the end when it really mattered, we came out and pulled ahead. So I thought that was kind of fun.
Yeah, what I really liked was something we've worked at all season. We've tried over and over again and not had any success. Was the catalyst for us winning the game today, and that's our trapping 2-1-2 defense. And it's kind of a little bit of an analogy of our team, right? Like we've been doing a lot of stuff and we haven't been getting it. And tonight, the last 3 games, it's been clicking. It's been fun to see that.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
On the way.